Hi, we're Team Flypast Finance. Sorry, we're Team India, and our project is Flypast Finance. So here is some actual financial data from the 1st of February this year. So what do you think? Can you spot how to make a profit out of this data? Traders have to deal with massive amounts of financial data on a day-to-day basis. And sifting through this data manually is clearly highly impractical. That's why visualization tools are essential. Things are a lot easier to see on the graph. So you can see that the red asset can be used to predict the future of the green asset. And identifying this kind of lead-lag relationship can make you a lot of money. Visualizations allow us to ascertain information far more easily than by working with the raw data. And our task was to use the Oculus Rift to create new visualizations to make this easier. The brief said that we had to allow traders to quickly identify correlations between different assets and also identify market-moving trades within the millions of data points that come in every single day. We integrated time series data on global futures, stocks, bonds, and currencies, and we tapped into the full power of VR by making it fully interactive. So this is what we came up with. Our 3D bar graphs allow you to see both price and volume data over time, and the mouse can be used to rotate the graph so that you can view all three axes. What's more, the color scheme allows you to quickly and easily identify market-moving trades. You can see that the red trades are the high-volume trades, which are most likely to have a high impact on the market. Bar graphs let you see a lot of detail, but they wouldn't be very useful for comparing two different assets. So that's why our software also lets you display line graphs, where you can overlay multiple assets on top of each other. It can either display the data to its full nanosecond precision, or it can display smooth trend lines. We think that it's much easier to view the whole data range through our software than using conventional 2D graph plotting software. Now, obviously, using the keyboard is quite hard in VR because you can't see the keys. So instead, we had to come up with intuitive head gestures to help you navigate around. So you can pan by moving your head left and right, and you can zoom in and out by nodding up and down. And the X and Y axes are dynamically scaled as you move around, so you don't have to worry about that. It turns out also that creating menus in VR is quite difficult because you can't just display a normal 2D menu, so you have to put it inside the virtual world. So our menu can be activated simply by looking at it, and then it grabs control of the mouse cursor, and you can choose between different types of graph and choose different graphs to display. So you might be thinking, how hard can it be just to draw a few graphs? Well, it turns out that the sheer amount of data we're working with made this really quite difficult indeed. 10 million data points, which is what our software is able to display, even crashed the official reference data viewer. And the 10 million data points was just the tip of the iceberg. In addition to that, we have to dynamically generate meshes on the fly. We have to be able to display the data to its full precision at the nanosecond level, as well as allowing you to zoom out and see the data over an entire day. And we had to use the Oculus Rift's rotation sensors to derive rotation data, and from that, detect gestures. In addition, we use efficient data structures to calculate the visible range of data to do the dynamic rescaling. And also, we're doing all of this in raw OpenGL on 2 lenses in full stereoscopic 3D, all at 75 frames per second. So there's a lot we could obviously do with this in the future. Here are a few of the things listed that we thought of, and I'm sure you could all think of a lot more. So thank you all for listening, and thanks to IMC for lending us the Oculus Rift and making all of this possible.